right, how is everybody doing? Hey, we caught it first time. Okay, are we actually recording? We are, that's fantastic. Okay, short and sweet video. Operation evac everything, and I mean everything. We're evacuating everything. We are evacuating Sabang, we're evacuating Sibolga. We are not evacuating Padang and all these places because these guys are going to Palembang. To get some defense going, of course, my fetish for building fortifications everywhere continues. So everything from south on Sumatra, south in Sumatra is going to Palembang. Everything here is going to reinforce Batavia, most probably Surabaya. This was a huge unit. Now there's only 117 troops left. We are packing them into the ships and just and getting them to Surabaya. Some of these task forces, there's too many task forces here, so we're going to Bandarmasin. Now we have a shuttle service. We are using airplanes, and most notably Lodestars and flying boats. These are Dutch planes, and we are evacuating everything, and we are going to Bandarmasin. So we're going from here to Bandarmasin, and then in Bandarmasin we're picking them up using either our planes or our ships, and just packing them into Surabaya. Every little bit helps. We're not gonna last if they land the division, which we probably will. But you know, we have 19,000. We almost have 20,000 troops here, and every day it grows. So there's that. We're also building fortifications. We have fortification 2, 21% at fortification 3, and we are not stopping. We're stockpiling like crazy. We're stockpiling everything to make this our main line of resistance here. When I say evacuate everything, we're evacuating everything. Makassar, Ambon. Ambon is actually going to Darwin. Everything this side is going to Darwin. To make this more into a fortress. I know it's not connected by railroad. Is it connected actually by road? Yes. So there will be some supply here. If it's necessary, we'll send some ships here. Let's actually do this. Let's stockpile the hell out of this. And we're gonna make this into a fortress. So if they land here, we are going to defend. We are going to defend Darwin. Lots of stuff switching to Australia. Lots of stuff on the rails, on the railroad, moving to Townsville, Bowen, mostly Townsville actually. Of course, fetish continues of building fortifications everywhere. So this whole coast is building fortifications. We are moving supplies as much as we can into Port Moresby. Again, operation evacuate everything continues. We are evacuating even small forces, because why not? Using our airplanes. We actually do have this task force, huge task force of APs, so it's actually very useful and very risky. And going to Rabaul, and it's an issue because they already took Manus, and I have nothing here. There's no naval assets here to contest it. So yeah, Merkur capacity 1700. Crap. These guys, there's only 109 guys here. It's not even worth it to pick up. Let's go to Rabaul and pick them up, if at all possible. We'll see what happens. If necessary, I will just land float planes here and evacuate them that way. There's only 109 troops here, so forget it. Forget these guys. But Rabaul, it's something else. We have 49 AV and 7 AV, so Lark Battalion, morale 92. I mean, these are elite guys. I want them in Port Moresby. Okay. I want to save those guys. Meanwhile, in case we can't evacuate them, we're building fortifications anyway, in case we can't evacuate them. So we'll see how it goes. It's a race, it's a race. So let's see. Their speed is 3. It will take them forever to freaking get there. And he probably has it already set up to attack Kavieng and Rabaul, because this is going to be his main base in this territory. It's an issue. Let's go to Malaya. I really don't want to talk about Malaya. Our tea drinkers here are taking their sweet time going to, Singapore. And yeah, it's an issue. Our tea drinkers actually got off their asses and did a naval attack on Mersing and these guys. So we're gonna try it again. Some of them are set up at night, because why the hell not? Let's get him. There's one guy going ground, I think. Okay, much better. There's one guy should be going ground, if I didn't fuck it up, and I fucked it up, I think. He's going airfield. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get him doing. Let's get his airfield, even better than ground. So we'll see what happens. And the problem here is that I'm evacuating all these troops on the left side of Malaya. I try to use rail, it takes forever. I'm marching, it takes forever. It doesn't matter. What will happen is he'll cut off the road probably here. The road is already cut. Fantastic. That sucks. That sucks. So what happens is, let's get these guys to combat. Okay. So we're gonna move here. And maybe we'll throw him out. We'll see what we have here. We have some AV here, so maybe we'll throw him out so we can evacuate our guys. Very smart play by him to cut this railroad already. Yeah, he's not stupid. He's actually pretty smart. So unlike yours truly. So the problem is, once we get to Singapore, Singapore will fall, because these 38,000 guys, 36,000, which was 38,000, that's 2,000 guys here, probably, at least. Because it was 38,000, now it's 36,000. So he got 2,000 guys here. And they're marching to Singapore, which is an issue. We can't do freaking ground attack. Okay, can we do... Let's get rid of the fighters. And we got something here. Do we have some... For example, this guy. Let's go. We can't do ground attack with these guys. Oh, that sucks ass. There is no ground attack. Okay, they're all freaking naval attack. That's terrible. About these guys. Okay, these guys can do ground attack. Let's get them like this. Let's even pick a unit for them. Okay, Mersing. Right. You know what? No, forget it. Let's not pick a unit. Choose your own unit, okay? And just bomb the shit out of them. Do we have anything that searches now? Because this guy was searching. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not. These guys are searching, but they have nothing ready. They have destroyed planes in ready. My goodness. They're damaged. So nothing is flying to actually discover stuff. Fantastic. So which one actually has lots of planes? This guy has lots of planes. That's Wildebeest. This guy has lots of planes. Okay, so let's do some searching. And 20%, let's make 30%. Searching, the rest is ground attack. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. It's the same guy. So some of the planes will search and some of the planes will bomb, and hopefully they'll radio back and we'll strike these ships. We have patrol zones set up for our submarines here. This guy is running for his life. Switching to Borneo and Celebes, which is southwest Philippines and northeast of Java. We are evacuating these guys. Like I said, shuttle service. We have stuff moving all over. Okay, so what didn't I touch on? Operation Evac, everything. Yes, CV Scare. I was actually running full speed away because this guy was moving west, but it looks like he's just patrolling here, so he's not sticking to one place. I was afraid that he's gonna move here and sink everything, so I just full speed run away from this territory, which means Turrican is left on a vine, but it's only 26 AV. I mean, you can't save everything, which sucks. However, we do have an amphibious guy here, which is picking up troops, and we do have several task forces which are picking fuel. We'll see if they survive. It's also mined. Everything is mined. I have a fetish for mining every port because fuck you. Why not? Get wrecked on the mines, at least if I don't have any other defenses. And we're evacuating these guys using our airplanes, float planes, to Banderia Masin, I think. Yeah, Lodestar. Okay, so yeah, Banderia Masin. So even though we don't have really ships to evacuate the whole force, we are using air assets. What else? Cap over Sabang. Right, let's talk about that. Long range cap doesn't work. I actually got some buffaloes here, and I decided to put them on cap. They are really fatigued. It's 20% fatigue, so I got them 60% cap, 40% rest, because the tea drinkers are tired. Oh, that's too bad. But they're gonna have to fight, especially since there shouldn't be any fighter planes sweeping or escorting. It should be just enemy torpedo bombers, and they're actually flying in high at 15,000 feet. So that's what we have, 15,000 feet. We're gonna try to defend these ships. Here it's Australia Star, and yeah, we're gonna stick here and hopefully it won't get torpedoed. Right, hopefully it won't get torpedoed. We can't load troops, I think. Actually, he is loading troops. Okay. Oh, okay, he's already set up. So he is going to Batavia. Hopefully he won't get stuck on the way. So it was actually set up correctly. So once he loads the troops, he will undock. Hopefully, well, he's not even docked. He's too big. And once he loads the troops, and he will skedaddle to Batavia, and then we can use railroads, or leave him in Batavia, or use railroads to go to our great fortress of Fortification 2, soon to be 3, Surabaya. So there's that, and hopefully Cap will do their job and freaking defend the port, tea drinkers. Now, Pago Pago. Yes, my geography lesson continues. If I remember correctly, it's actually going to Suva, right? So we have some shit going to Suva, and by some shit I mean from the beginning of the war we actually had all these guys going to Pago Pago. I sent them to Suva because I figure Suva is more important than this little atoll. Troop capacity 3,000, so F it, and Pago Pago is port capacity 2, airfield capacity 4. So it's substantial, but it will have to be developed. Meanwhile, Suva is fully developed, okay? Port capacity 3, airfield capacity 2. So we're going to expand the airfield, and we're going to expand the fortifications, and we're going to defend Fiji land. Kiwis, we will save you. And we do have some forces here, some Kiwis. We have substantial AV, and more is coming. So we are actually evacuating Nadi, moving all these guys to Suva. And by all these guys, I mean these guys are not, because they are just engineers. God damn it. Can we actually... I will check if I can make them into New Zealand Command. Okay. Okay, so this is New Zealand Command, and this Nandi base is what? It's in New Zealand Command. Why can't we freaking move? Because it's retarded. Okay, shit. I want these engineers in Suva. I don't know what to do. I don't know, but soon we'll have engineers from here. Anyway, the whole point of this is there's a minesweeper here. And because we don't have any defenses, we do have Pensacola here, which is flying 4 float planes. Imagine that, 4 float planes. And we're going with ASW. So we're gonna send this ship. Every little bit helps, and it's gonna meet him. He's gonna meet this task force here, and we're gonna sail to Suva together. So we're gonna have some anti-submarine defense. Interesting. The coast, the West Coast. Oh God, why do I sound like a retarded black rapper? I don't know. It's living in America. It destroys people. Say it normally, like normal white people. West Coast. We have a problem here. There aren't enough destroyers here. We do have a Tippecanoe. We do have a CV here. It's Saratoga. Sorry about this double picture. And I want to send him to Australia because we already have let's see where, if I can find it. Right, we already have 3 light cruisers and destroyers, and that's mostly for anti-submarine / fast surface attacks. And they're going close to Australia. We're gonna try to defend this area, but aircraft carrier would be much better. And I don't have destroyers yet to really escort them. I am thinking of pulling a task force, but for endurance freaking sucks. Okay, I mean this PG patrol craft has more endurance than my destroyers. What kind of destroyers are these? I mean, this sucks ass. So we're gonna wait for destroyers here and or move some from Pearl Harbor and meet them halfway here, and then we're gonna move to Australia. Now, good news, everybody. Our carrier was hit by a torpedo, and it's only 19 days, bitches, to repair it because it's only flotation damage. Woohoo! So we're just gonna pump like a motherfucker, and we're gonna pump all the water out. It's gonna take 19 days, and we're gonna be ready for action. So in 19 days, we will probably have the Saratoga here. We're gonna make a task force and go to historically this area. Of course, my friend / opponent / lifetime enemy, whom I hate, Genius Boy, who was gonna kick my ass as Japan, he already talked to me. He goes, "Oh, I didn't torpedo the guy. You already probably sent him too close to Australia." I'm like, no, I'm not going to Australia. Then reverse psychology. Yes, of course I'm going to Australia. So I don't know. I am confused now. But I think we're gonna have to defend this place because Kidabutai, I think he's very methodical. If that's the English word, he's methodical. And he will get the Kidabutai, which is the Japanese main carrier force. He will be here, and he will bomb the shit out of Surabaya and these guys. He'll probably get first these bases. He already has Brunei. He's marching towards Miri because Miri is a refinery. So he's gonna get Miri, and that's his fuel. That's what he wants. So he's gonna get bases here. He's gonna probably invade Balikpapan or here in March. Whichever. Unfortunately, the air capacity is 3 and air capacity here is 4, so he's gonna have really wonderful airfields here, and he's gonna use them to bomb the snot out of me. Not in Celebes, I don't care about that, but in Surabaya and these places. So we're gonna try to defend, and he will probably get KB here to help out. So once he gets the KB out, I will have several days to a week, maybe 2 weeks of freedom in this place to fuck him up, and that's the plan. I will fuck him up if I can, if the submarines don't fuck me up. Speaking of submarines, look at this shit. It's much less spotted right now, but wherever I look, there's a submarine. So you could see that there's a lot of stuff here. He admitted that I sank one of his ocean-going submarines, the one with the airplanes. So one of them is sunk, and I know that 2 of them were hit last turn. One of them was hit the turn before, the day before. So we got some hits. We got some hits, bitches, on his submarines. This guy is going to... It's a wake supply run, so we actually... minimal refuel. Right, and we're just gonna supply wake because why not? And we also have secret. Our United States Navy carrier, he's going to be around this area. I'll probably change this, either go north or south, probably north, to kind of intercept anything that's coming in. Maybe go here, just hang around. If I don't see any enemy carriers, then I will swoop in and just bomb the snot out of him. If there's any invasion. Right now there is no invasion, so it's good, it's good. We're gonna protect Midway and Wake Island using this task force, and this is Lexington, baby. So the plan is Lexington to defend Midway and Wake Island and just patrol around this place and not die, knock on wood. And the other places, once we get Enterprise in 19 days, we are going to sail the... what's the name of this bad boy? Saratoga, close to Pearl Harbor. We're gonna use our ASW forces to escort, and we're gonna go to Australia and stir shit up. Stir shit up! And plan is defend Port Moresby. So Port Moresby and Suva. Pago Pago is getting ignored right now. I don't give a fuck. Too small. I don't care. But definitely Surabaya. I want Surabaya to be a fortress and build up, bitches. Just start, you know, build up to 4 or 5 fortification, maybe more. Just make it a fortress and just stick there. Just even if Kido Butai sails and he just sieges the place, I don't care. I don't care. We can make a run here using if we have bases here, we can run B-17s here. Airfield capacity is 4, we can make it 5, and we can then bomb Palembang and or Miri, probably Palembang, and or any of these places. So we can be a thorn in his side if Surabaya survive, which is a big if. That's why I'm evacuating everything into Surabaya. Okay, by the time our tea drinkers get close to Singapore, it will fall. Yup! So I'm trapped like a rat. I don't know what the fuck to do. Not this place. This is Malaya. I really don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Is this new? Why didn't I move it? I don't know, but let's move it. We are going to Johor Bahru. And it will not work. It definitely will not work. But hey, go to Johor Bahru, will you? Unable to reach target because it's cut. Fantastic, that's awesome. Why don't you move here then? Okay, set all and all to this OP mode, combat orders, and the guy will follow. So the road is cut, everybody. So I tried to move strategically. It's not gonna happen. We just have to move. Jesus, now we're gonna unpack for 2 days. Fuck my life. Tea drinkers, I hate you. I hate you so much. Okay, so we are moving to Singapore by foot, which is what I should have done in the beginning, but I thought I could run. I could run using the railroads, but our tea drinkers take 2 to 3 days to pack, and the Japanese are, you know, industrious people. They will not give you 3 days to drink tea, okay, guys? Jesus. Right. Aggravating. So by the time they get here, Singapore will fall, and then we're gonna move north and get cut off here and die. Fantastic. Good job, tea drinkers. Woo! By the way, our tea drinkers in Singapore are not building fortifications. 10% built at fortification 0, so we didn't even build 1 yet. However, Johor Bahru is building some shit. So we're building fortifications. He's not bombing. He's one mistake. He's not bombing Johor Bahru, but it really doesn't matter. He's gonna get here in a day or two, and he's just gonna sweep these guys away. So, right, that's fantastic. That's it. That's it. Evacuate everything continues. Where are you going? To Sabang. Oh, okay, fantastic. We actually have these guys are going from, I think, Rangoon or someplace, and they're going to Sabang to evacuate. We'll see if it works. Maybe it will, because we set up waypoints to freaking avoid their torpedo bombers. So that's the plan, and it was supposed to be a short video, and it's not, as usual. Sorry about that, but you know, fuck it. You love it, you know it. Everybody, take care. Bye-bye.